We can all probably agree that in this busy German street scene, those colourful buildings at the back are the most interesting. But how do you make it the main focus without getting lost with all the details around it? Well, I'm going to give you 3 tips that will really help in this sort of situation. So tip number 1 is to place the main focus that you find interesting on your page first. So don't start with the surrounding buildings and work your way towards the interesting point. Start with the main focus first and then work around from that, even if that means cutting off some of the details and missing out on the buildings on the outside. Also, I make sure that ratio between width and height that I usually start with when I'm sketching something, make sure that's correct. It really matters for that main focus and maybe not so much for the other details. Another way to draw people's eye towards that focal point is by adding the most amount of saturated color and contrast between light and dark there. And that'll draw your eye into that point. And keep those details around the outside a little duller and a little less contrasting so that won't distract your eye as you're looking at your sketch. So starting with that main focus of those colourful buildings, I'm going to put the width first to measure the height. So make the width fit really nicely on your page there. So I'm going to put it at the bottom, about here and here. Now I already measured on the reference the width of those colourful buildings to the height, and it's about 1 to 1.5. So that could also be 2 to 3. So if I divide that into 2, that's 1, 2, 3. And that looks like that'll fit on the page nicely. And I'll add another dot over there. Now I want to concentrate on outlining that shape. There's a little bit of roof sticking out at first with a downpipe. All in one line. I'm trying to just do it even if I make mistakes. I think that's a nice little detail. And there's people's legs and that sort of thing there, but I'm just going to add lots of wiggly lines. Going down. So we have that rough shape there. So if I come across between these 2 points, the middle one is right in the middle, I'd say, maybe slightly to the right, but in the middle. But then this next tower, I'd say it's slightly lower here and closer. So coming down. And then this top thing here. But let's think about the surrounding shapes around the buildings. Just to the side there. Have a nice dramatic angle coming, and that will lead your eye down to these buildings. And then down there. So angle in like that, and lots of stuff going in there. So the tower is roughly half of this orange building in the middle. There, from that point. So this line here would be slightly angling down on the right side. There you go, just a very simple shape. So that's the main shapes. Now let's move on to breaking up this important section in the middle. We have this V shape, it continues down this way. Up. Lower than that point. That'll help with our perspective, and then up again. That looks good. So let's zoom into those people and think about how tall they are. So how far do they come up? And I break them down into those 3 shapes, the head, the torso and the legs. And the legs, and I always make the legs come to a point so they're sort of tapering down. And then the body, torso, just trying to think of that silhouette. Jacket, the jacket comes down to the knees, so I can compare to these knees. One leg, the other leg, so the top. Okay, so I have all my people. Then we have these bushes, so I'm going to draw a few little outlines of trees, just very simple, keep them simple. And then we'll divide the building up, down pipe, straight down. Now we're going to go through the detail from the top to the bottom. So I'll start with this one here, and I've put some red lines there just to show something of the perspective. But see, we've got to get this shape here of the roof, so I'm coming down and then across here. So that's where the gutter is there on the roof. But I might put in some hints that there's tiles. Let's go to this section here. So I'll do a bit of the roof, but all the details here will be aiming this way, just slightly down. And then there's this skylight. So like that, that's good. I'm going to continue that angle. I'm trying to concentrate to keep these lines vertical. Impression of the frame. Now let's move to the buildings on the left and right. Trying to get that angle still. Am I getting a little bit flatter now, these top and bottom lines? So that's the main focus. It has the most amount of time and detail in it. So the vanishing point I figured out is about there. So we have a bit of the gutter here. Go straight down, just a few lines angling down. There's some stands of postcards, these little angles there of the gutter, and then up around an arch and then down. I feel like that's a really nice composition, and those middle colourful buildings are right at the centre. So first colour I'm going to use is cerulean blue for the sky. So once again, quick lines like this. Touch, so leave a bit of white gaps there. You might have orange in your set or a colour like that, but I only have cadmium red, and I can add some cadmium yellow to it. I'm going to go around the windows and leave a bit of white. So the green, I think the closest colour I have is sap green, and I think that's light enough. So while I'm in the greens, why don't I grab a bit of Viridian green, I'm going to mix it in there, go around the people. So I have ultramarine, burnt sienna. Let's paint the roof. Painted bricks on the side. There, now being careful. Let's do the windows. So that's Payne's grey. There's a lighter grey here. Yellow ochre. Very light wash. Now the outside buildings here, Payne's grey there, and water it down quite a lot. I've got burnt umber, and then we're going to go over just some of these details here. So now I've covered all of the sketch in colour, the first layer. I'm going to use a hairdryer to dry that. Now I'm thinking about the second layer, adding some contrast where it's needed in shadows. Good value there. Just go around those windows, just a little stroke as a shadow for each window. And we'll do the same. Use sap green. A bit of blue. We'll grab the normal shadow colour, which is my ultramarine and permanent rose. Going down over this building, and then as we go down, I'm going to add the ultramarine. And there's a bit on this side. So that's how I sketched this German town using ink and watercolour, creating that main focus of the colourful buildings in the middle. We have the right ratio, we made sure it was the right size, and we had lots of contrast there, so the eye is drawn to the middle and not distracted by these side buildings there. If you want the full version so you can follow along more easily, the full version is over on my Patreon membership with the downloadable reference and a template to help you sketch along. Plus you also get access to over 150 other tutorials that will help you with your urban sketching, and a beginner's course which helps you with the basics, so how to use a pen and a brush and developing your loose lines, those sort of basics before, if this is too challenging for you, you can move from there to here. And then you can post your sketches on my community and I can take a look and you can ask me any question. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.